So yeah, on the note of projects and finding passion in your work, how do you think students can find that balance between passion and productivity? Because I know a lot of people can get stuck in that grind set of I got to just work, get that internship, land that job, but they kind of lose themselves in the process.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and maybe this is the machine learning practitioner in me, but I'm always optimizing. But I think the best strategy is to try to do both at the same time. If you ever find yourself like preparing for an interview or trying to build your resume, add something to your project portfolio, and you're not passionate about what you're doing, like you're not passionate about the skills that you're gaining to put on your resume or the project that you're building to put in your portfolio or the skills that you're learning to prepare for the technical interview, then maybe you're looking at the wrong company, right? Ideally, if you're applying for a company with like the same values as the kinds of things that you're passionate about, like their mission statement, you're passionate about their mission statement, then you should be preparing for that job. And as you prepare for that job, to prepare to interview for the job basically means to prepare to do the job. Ultimately they want to hire people who are ready to do the job. And as you prepare for that job, you should be passionate about that preparation because you're going to be learning the same skills and doing the same kinds of things that you would be doing when you in theory work there. And so yeah, if you ever find yourself just doing work and it just feels like work and there's no passion behind it, maybe look somewhere else. Try to kill two birds with one stone. Yeah, don't treat the passion as like something separate from the skills that you're learning along the way.
Right. Yeah. I think off camera just now we talked about your experience in an internship as well, and how without that passion it kind of didn't feel as productive to what you wanted to do.
Yeah. So for the people who couldn't hear us because we were off camera, yeah, I had a 6 month internship here in Corvallis at a survey company. This was back, I think it was between like my second and third years of my bachelor's program or something like that. And so it was a 6 month internship. It started, I think, in the spring and ended at the end of summer. But I think like 3 months in, I finished pretty much like the main project that they wanted me to finish. And then I think they were kind of like, what are we going to do with this kid? And so then they gave me another project. And as I worked on this, it became clear to me that like not only was I not passionate about what I was doing because I'm not passionate about surveying, and this was a survey company. It wasn't a software engineering company. It was a survey company. They built survey software and they had in-house software for analyzing survey results and so on. And so I wasn't passionate about this. That became very clear to me. I was kind of just doing work because I was being told to do the work. And it also became apparent to me, especially in these last 3 months of that internship, that even the people telling me to do the work weren't passionate about it. Because this was, by the time we got to the end of it, we showed off the project. And the guy that we built it for was kind of like, yeah, I don't really know if I'm going to use this. And in retrospect, that was just wild to me. It was like I was just being given work to do just for the sake of doing it, basically. And I think that's when I realized that like I'm really passionate about computer science, about software engineering, but only if I get to do something that I want to do, I'm not great at doing something that somebody just told me to do, and I do it because they told me to do it. And I think that's in large part one of the things that led me back into academia, back into instruction, is as an instructor, we have quite a bit of autonomy. I mean, it depends on where you're working and so on. You get even more autonomy at like a small community college where you're basically running the entire program, But even here at OSU, even at like a big engineering school, me, even a lowly engineering instructor, computer science instructor, I have a decent amount of autonomy. I can generally teach things the way that I want to teach them. I can teach the things that I'm passionate about. So long as I hit the course-specific student learning outcomes of the course, then I can teach stuff however I want. And I think that's really helped me find that passion again.